Do you smell that? It smells like bullshit. Smells like ass. This is ass. Anyway, this is such an unnecessary update. What the fudge is this? How do I turn this off? Okay. So like I have no plans for today. I have no idea what we're gonna do today. But okay. How do I turn this off? You won't see new or current AI enhancements in Firefox. Block. Block, 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 block. Anyway, why would they add that? Smells like lack of maidens to me. Hello, hi. We're playing Riddle. Nope. But yeah, today I really don't have too much of a plan for me. I was just, Placky? No. Slack. There we go. It's me. I'm the guy. That's me. That's the guy. Quacky. Ducky. Dookie. Donkey chips. Me and my Dunkachinos. Punky. My punkarinos. Yeah, that's not the word. Punky. Wow. Okay, Funky. Wanna get down to Funky Town? Nope. Monkey. That's not a word. Hunky? No. Dang it. Alright, it's one of these. Donkey. Junkie? That's not, I don't think that's even a word. It was gunky. How the heck am I supposed to know that? Man, that sucks. Anyway, so like I saw a bunch of these videos. What the fudge is this? What the fudge? The age of 30 is in demand. MPreg University. Wait a minute. What is going on here? What is going on here? Hold on. Wait a minute. Now just wait 1 second. Hold up. Now hold on. Wait just a minute. I kinda like that. That looks really good. That is not Bumblebee, by the way. That is a different robot that looks like Bumblebee. That is AI. I hate that. The big arch. Speaking of the big arch, I went to go have a burger yesterday. It was pretty alright. The burger was alright. Hold on. This thing. Hold on, I need the big ears. But yeah, how are you guys doing today on Friday? How are you guys doing on Friday? How you guys enjoying?
My character has I have scoliosis! I have scoliosis! What the frick, you ableist motherfucker?
Look at her, she has scoliosis.
It's a condition!
She has ligma.
Look at her. Look at she has scoliosis. Look at that.
Dude, your balls beeping. Frick, what's his name? What's
How was
his
the
name,
burger?
The tank guy?
Thomas the Tank Engine. You should know him.
Okay.
That's like a show geared towards your age group.
Alright, anyway.
How old are you? Grandma!
Grandma.
Yeah. I don't have to be older than you. I just gotta be taller.
I think you're like 32.
The burger was pretty good. I like the burger. It was an
I think
alright
you're
burger.
like
So I had a
36
burger
again.
with
Since
a
the girl that
shake
hangs
and
out with
fries.
40-year-olds.
It was a.
My babysitters.
I think I put too
Babysitters,
much
my friend.
mustard and ketchup.
That's
Mustard.
okay.
Anyway,
She
I put
paid
too
me
much
too.
mustard on it. Salami.
Where are you?
Alakim. Alakim. Salam alakim. Hello. Well, welcome, Jabara. Why is this so? Alright. Anyway. Alright. Yeah. So like it was pretty good burger. I went to the burger joint. Yeah. So yesterday I was like contemplating never enough ketchup. I think I put too much ketchup actually. It was like one of those cheesy fries. You know, cheesy fries with like onion, grilled onions on top. Yeah, they had that on there. That's pretty all right. Not bad. Anyway, I got very tired. I think I just don't like fries. Like every time I have a burger, like I just have the fries, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anyway, that's pretty good. Hi, as if. What? What are you doing? Well, I guess this is pretty good information. So I had the burger. The burger was pretty good. It was like a double meat patty, one of those burgers with a nice bit of cheese. I don't like onion, so I took out the onion. I could have ordered it with like grilled onion, but I just don't like onion. I'm not an onion guy. I don't like onion. Onion's not for me. I'm not an onioner. No onions for me, please. The point is, it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty standard. I enjoyed it. Nothing too bad. I, for the most part, was enjoying my little hamburger. The little hamburger. It was the milkshake. It was a strawberry milkshake because I like strawberry. Strawberry is my favorite flavor. They have strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. And I personally... What are your pronouns? Whatever you think they are. Whatever you think they are, that's what they are. You can refer to me as whatever you want. I don't really care. I'm not like too hung up on it. They're awesome. Little milkshakes. Bit onions are top tier. But onions are top tier. No. Nope. Onions are on the bottom of my food table. If we had a tier list, I would put onions at the bottom, right next to mushrooms. And what else would I put it? Next to peas. No peas. I hate peas. Mushrooms. No mushrooms. I also hate onions. I also hate... What else do I hate? I hate a lot of things. I don't like... what else don't I like? Not too fond of those. I like liver. Sweet potato. I like sweet potato. Sweet potato is very good. I like sweet potato. Sweet potato fries are also pretty good. If you ever had sweet potato fries, those are pretty good. Sweet potato fries. Yum yums. Yummers in my tummers. That hamburger was really good. It was pretty good. But then again, I was really hungry because I was like, yesterday I just didn't have anything for lunch. So like I just had a hamburger. I went out to my local burger joint and I grabbed myself a burger. A boyga. A little boyga. It was a big boyga. It was a pretty big boyga. Man, they're expensive these days. $15. $15 for a hamburger. A hamburger with some fries. Some luxury fries. Fries and flying fries. Fries that fly into my mouth because they're so delicious. Anyway, that was a lot of stuff. I don't know why I have this in the background. Hold on. Top 5 burger spots. Starchild reviews burger joints. If I could get away with that for financially, I don't know. I'm very like healthy, so I don't like to eat burgers. Like I've been dying these last couple of days. Like my hair's falling out too much. My eyesight is depreciating. I don't know if it's depreciating. It might be depreciating. I'm pretty sure it is. My hands are crumbling, but I just can't give up, chat. I can't give up my vices. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't do none of that. But you know what I can't give up? I can't give up the delicious taste of a hamburger with a milkshake in my mouth. I gotta take that milky goodness inside my mouth, and I can't stop. Anyway, besides that, I'm describing me in the last 5 months. You're dying. You're dying as well? Yeah? Your hair is falling out? You know somebody in Turkey? I might have to go there. I might need to go to Turkey someday. I don't know, I might. I know. I don't know if my hair is falling out yet. It's either like in a return phase where my my exfoliation. I've been trying really hard, chat, to like try to get my hair to like exfoliate, exfoliating my hair, doing shampoo twice to like get the oils out of my hair, and then moisturizing with my conditioner, and then I'm doing like oil, trying to do the oil. What is this? What is this called? It's the castor oil. That's right. It's castor oil. Putting castor oil into my hair, and also like doing like on-off days where like I don't wash my hair for a day, because like I long time ago I used to shower twice per day because they said my hair is so oily. So I was like, okay, I'll shower twice per day. I wasn't supposed to do that. I think that was a terrible idea. Anyway. And then I switched soaps. I switched from shampoo to soap. And I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, the soap isn't taking out the oil out of your hair. Your hair's just too oily. My hair's just too fluffy, too oily. My hair used to be so thick. No, it's not thick anymore. Now it's just, it is very fluffy still, but it's just not thick. It's not very thick. It's like a very, it used to be like yogurt, ice cream. Like frozen yogurt. Now it's like a whipped cream. It's like, oh, Anyway, back to what we're doing. There we go. Okay, let's watch the video.
The age of 30 is in demand. 30? I'm not 30. I'm in college. College?
Oof.
I thought you were 40.
Oof.
What?
Oof.
I've never talked about anything old, guys. I've only ever talked in slang. Do I seem? It's the voice, isn't it? I can't think of any other reason. Guys, I'm in college. That's like the furthest thing from 30. That's like almost a decade away.
Aw, I thought this was a femboy. This is just a tomboy. Get out of here. Useless. Ugh. Tomboy. That means you don't have any balls? Ugh. And worst of all, it's a tomboy. It's a flat tomboy, so it's like, what's the point? Get out of here. Oh, wait. Play that one back. Shut the fudge up! Oh my gosh. Look at the size of those man tits. Look at the size of those man tits. By the way, if anyone in society ever tells you, why are they sexualizing women? Shut the fudge up. Just look at Leon. Shut the fudge up. Just look at Leon. Look. If society ever gives you the backhand of telling you, why are women being sexualized? Why are all these women? Just remember, Leon exists. And that all their valid criticisms are completely nullified if they ever get turned on by Leon. So shut up. Remember, remind them that there are superior forms of entertainment, and that mayhaps it's not equal in every media, but there are certain medias where like you're supposed to look at a specific man. Also, why is Leon's freaking tits always getting larger? Every freaking hold on, play that back. I just can't get over it. Anyway. Why is this going? What is going? I'm not a femboy either. What do you mean you're not a femboy either? You're a tomboy. That's. What is it? It was Pitbull. That's a cute Pitbull. I love that Pitbull. That's a cute Pitbull. Hold on, wait. I want to see these Pitbulls. These are cute Pitbulls. Oh man, I gotta back away from the computer screen now. Like, my hunched back keeps getting way too close to the computer screen. But like, also, I don't want the camera to not be able to... Nerf Rebel was weird, even for Nerf. Hi, Connor. Hey, Buff Pup. Buff Pup just has massive arms. Look at the size of his arms. No. 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 Oh, so Smiling Friends is not dead. We all know it's not going to be dead. Also, it's really cold today. Well, one other thing I didn't talk... Spam jerky, that sounds delicious.
It's been a while.
Hold on. No! Wait. The failed Lego Night Killer. What?
It's been a while since we had a jerk.
Okay, hold on. Wait, there's a few things I wanted to talk about. Do I want to go... If I end stream early today, should I go to Costco? Chat, what do you think? What do you think? Chat, should I go to Costco today? Or should I wait till next week? Should I wait till next week? Like, I feel like I didn't have anything interesting for this week. I didn't have anything interesting planned out for this week. For today's Femboy Friday. Femboy Friday was like, I just didn't have anything interesting. Like, I feel like going forward, Femboy Friday is gonna be like a more interesting streams because I'm planning to like do things. Maybe I'll get like an oven cooker. What is that? Like a tabletop, like a toaster oven. A toaster oven. That's it. Go today and next week. If only I had the money. With what money? I don't have any money. Yeah, so the money. I'm not supposed to be spending that much money. What am I gonna even get at Costco? Like a pizza? A pizza, mate? I'm gonna get a pizza. I guess like pizza's like, technically a pizza is within my limitations. I could get a pizza, and then after the pizza, what if we got, what if we got, with the pizza, I got that ice cream, the Kirkland ice cream bars, because I've been craving some ice cream, which I thought the milkshake would kick, but no, it wasn't cold enough, by the way. Also, it's really cold today. Today's like, it's one of those cold March days. Cold Marchy day. March gets cold, and it's like, you thought it was gonna be summer. It was gonna be spring already, but it got cold. Anyway, if you've been on Patreon and you've seen the new art, the new thumbnail art, for the Elden Ring stream, hopefully, I don't know if you could see it on Patreon. Anyway, well, it'll probably be posted. I think Monday for next week is when we'll do the next Elden Ring stream. So like a Monday, we'll play Elden Ring one more time, and then we'll have to wait another week for Elden Ring. I have some pretty good drip. I think the Fire Knight's cloak, the Fire Knight's chest piece with the cloak is super clean. That cloak is so clean. That like cape, the cape is so good. Anyway, but yeah, we'll probably go to Costco maybe today. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I make a poll? Poll. You can vote. Can I get some ones and twos? 1 is I go to Costco. 2 is I don't go to Costco. But yeah, Costco. Send me to Costco. Get the $9.99 pizza. Whole pizza. A whole pizza just for me, chat. $9.99. Also, people say like the Costco pizza is pretty bad. I think it's pretty good. I also eat Domino's pizza. I don't know. I feel like the Domino's pizza, like that's more of a luxury pizza. The $9.99 Costco pizza is very standard, very straightforward cheese pizza. I don't get the pepperoni. Pepperoni is like way too much oil. But the standard whole pizza is very standard. Standard whole cheese pizza is very good, wholesome flavor, nice amount of cheese. Actually, the calories are higher on the whole cheese pizza, ironically enough. I've looked at the thing a bunch of times when I'm standing in line. Put a pineapple on that pizza, I will put a pineapple up your... Anyway, I don't like pineapple. I hate pineapple. Sorry, guys. I won't eat pineapple. Pineapple's just not my... Unless it's in a pina colada. Also, no alcohol in that pina colada. I'll have my pina colada virgin. Virgin pina colada. Do you know how to make it virgin? Anyway.
Have you ever wanted your spam hard and difficult to chew? Well, we're gonna make that a reality, maybe. Different thicknesses. Now that I think about it, the thicknesses are pretty similar. And I have no idea
make some
how
spam
long
musubi.
this cook for. We'll set a time and we'll check in on it. All right, well, we're 6 hours into this, and they look like little hash browns. It couldn't smell more like a Papa John's in here if we tried. Well, it's been about 14 hours.
Papa
and
John's.
They look pretty much the same. I think they're gonna have to go the full 24. Well, all right, that's 24 hours. All right, so we got this thin one here, we got this
You should have done thinner.
medium-sized one here, and we got the extra thick piece, which I can tell you right now is nowhere near done, and may not be suitable for eating. All right, well,
Technically.
food safety aside, we still have spam jerky to eat, so we'll start with
Oh
the
man,
thinnest
I could go for
piece.
some spam musubi.
Oh, no. It's not juicy, but there's still quite a bit of juice in there. That ain't good for jerky. And if that's the thin piece, I think we can skip the middle piece. I think we know what's coming. And as for the thick piece, that's full-on spam. It's surprisingly difficult to make jerky spam. So I'm gonna have to give the spam jerky 1 out of 5.
Wop, 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 wop. Anyway, hold on, let me watch the Pitbull clip. This song is gonna get copyrighted, you already know it. Oh yeah, that dog. Dang, dog! Why are you gonna throw it back? Damn, dog. My dog's never done this, by the way. My dog has done this, though. I don't know why she does this, it's kinda sad. I think this is a remade video. Look at that dog.
Why the hell you look so damn happy? This what you want?
Yeah, look at that dog. Look at that dog. Oh yeah, that dog is happy. Oh yeah, he enjoying that. Look at that little cuddly guy. He's a cuddly little guy. Oh man, gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at how happy he looks. Oh my gosh. Look at how happy he looks. Look at how happy he looks. Oh my gosh, that toddler. Look at that toddler. That toddler was a little bit too close to that dog. He was about to get swallowed whole. Anyway, it's like a... This is the Legos replacement. Oh yeah, you know, I used to have one of these. The Mega Bloks Neo Shifters. I had one of those. I had one of those. I got it from Ross. If you've ever been to a Ross. Which my mom...
What's good, internet? Jake here, dumb as ever. And early 3D animation was so weird. It looks so stiff and ancient by today's standards. And you have to wonder how kids enjoyed these shows at all.
What do you mean,
well,
how?
I can tell you for a fact that kids just have no taste and will watch whatever.
How
I
dare
know
you.
this because I grew up watching Butt Ugly Martians, a
Butt
fully
Ugly
3D
Martian.
show
Wait, that's their
about some
name?
derpy aliens that come to conquer Earth.
Oh, Butt
but they
Ugly-
end up
that is their
loving
name?
American culture instead, and they try to protect the planet from the other invading Martians. As you can see, the Butt Ugly part of the name refers to the animation, which looks notably worse than something like Beast Wars, a series 5 years older than Butt Ugly Martians. This was a show I watched a bunch
Every time I
as a
see that
kid.
one clip
I
of
had
the
completely
Primal-
forgotten about it
Optimus
until I
Primal, it's like
rediscovered it
disgusting
online
freaking
years
thing I can
later.
see.
And man, I wish I had not done that. But since I have to remember it, I'm going to make my subscribers look at it too. I also mainly want to talk about the Hasbro toy line for the show. So if that sounds like your sort of thing, sit back and relax. And please consider liking and subscribing while you're here. It ain't extra. But Ugly Martians is a 2001 3D animated show that aired on Nickelodeon. It's
I
about
wouldn't say
3
that.
aliens named
yeah, how are you
Tutti
guys doing
Frutti,
today?
Bebopaluna, and Doo-Wah Diddy.
Doo-Wah
These names are
Diddy?
kind of terrible, and I have been constantly forgetting them while trying to write this script. These Martians were sent to Earth by
gosh,
Emperor
they're
Bog
so
to take
disgusting.
over the planet. But once they arrived, they realized that Earth is lit as hell. So instead of taking it over, they just chill
But
out
ugly
and send Bog
aliens?
fake videos of them taking over the planet. They were doing the OG deep fakes. Emperor Bog's right-hand man and scientist, Dr. Damage, is suspicious of the Martians though, and sends his experiments to check on them frequently. The butt-ugly Martians use their BKM suits to stop these threats. BKM stands for butt-kicking mode, by the way, and they all do a henshin sequence whenever they summon their suits. The BKM suits are kind of cool, but they also feel like they're missing something design-wise. I also can't help but think of Invader Zim when I watch this show. They have extremely
but
similar
Invader Zim
plots.
is actually
They both
good
came out on
animation.
Nickelodeon, and Butt Ugly Martians came out right after Invader Zim ended. Talk about a downgrade. Butt Ugly Martians at least has a memorable theme song.
I don't know, I've never watched Invader Zim, but I know Invader Zim is like just better. I hate this song. This song feels cringe.
I watched episode 1 for this video, and man, I do remember watching the show, but I really didn't remember any details. Though, to be honest, the show is so boring and vapid that I really can't blame myself. Episode 1 starts off so boring. It's just the aliens and kids watching TV. It's just a very awkward and slow way to start
Brings back memories.
TV show. The best character is my goat, Stoat Muldoon. He's a reality television personality who is an alien hunter. Bizarrely, he's voiced by Robert Stack.
I hope you're having good memories, because for me it's not good memories. I don't remember the show at all. I like Cubics. I watched Cubics. If you've ever seen Cubics, Cubics was I think really good actually. But then again, Cubics is like anime.
Dr. suspects that the Butt Uglies aren't being honest. So he sends down a robot he created called Clactor, which sounds like an AI-generated name. The robot itself has like a 60s
Clactor, I think, is like very
vibe, which is
reminiscent.
kind of neat. I really can't express how boring
Very
the show
reminiscent
is.
name.
There's so much standing around and talking, and when there is action, it's like fine, but the animation is so incredibly stiff that even the exciting
Yeah, I
parts
saw
are
that. Did you see
drab.
that? Did you see that?
The standing around and talking, and when there is action, it's like fine.
That's it.
The show
That's
sucks,
it. They just
plain
like
and
freaking
simple.
run it over.
I like the theme song. I like
It's
the
like,
little punching the
meow.
alien does during the transformation sequence, and that's
Just like-
about it. I was also watching this promotional demo, and I thought this part was really funny.
An upcoming promotion at fast food giant Burger King.
Fast food giant Burger King.
Exciting universal home video.
Oh yeah, also like have you guys seen like the CEOs like going like, wow, that's a good burger. Like the burger joint. I went to my local burger joint and I was
it
like,
was not destined to be the hottest property in the universe. I love how hard they're trying to gas up a show called Butt Ugly Martians, but it was just too unfunny and uninteresting to really break out and become big. That being said, we do have a toy line to look at, so let's get into it. Burger King
Hungry
is
Jack's.
America's
Oh, yeah.
favorite fast food chain
Hungry
to
Jack's.
hate on,
Hungry
and yet they
Jack's.
remain in business. Almost like some of you are fakes that actually love the Whopper. Anyway, BK had some banger kids meal
Is it
toys
still
back
called
in
the
the
Whopper?
day. In my opinion,
In
they sometimes did
Australia?
toys better than McDonald's. The Spider-Man 3 toys were awesome. I love the big head design, even though some of them looked a bit strange. The Butt Ugly Martian Burger King toys are like fine. There were a bunch of gimmicky ones as expected, like a toy of the robot dog with the Rotuka spinner, or this thing. Oh, I do like this weird one because Dua is holding some Burger King fries. I have no idea what
the
he's
Discord
meant
is
to be doing,
going
though.
well.
Looks like he's hooked up to the tubby custard machine. But I do like the figures of the Martians that came with the BKM suits. They were cool because you could open the BKM suit and take the little Martian out. I think that's fun, and I feel like I had at least one of them. But there's so much more to look at in terms of Butt Ugly toys. For some reason, Hasbro
The
hopped
Green
onto
Goblin
this
too.
train.
The Green
I don't know
Goblin.
who tricked them
The
into thinking
Green
this was a good
Goblin.
idea.
I'm gonna
They
be
put out an
Green
entire
Goblin
toy
some-
line, though it seemingly only lasted for a
Goblin
year.
some
They had a lineup
pizza,
of
I think,
2.5
after this.
inch
I don't know, it depends.
minifigures of
Depends how
two
we feel.
different assortments.
We'll ask
One
again in
assortment
like an hour.
included Boggs, a play on the popular 90s fad toy Pogs. If you're my age, this would be the equivalent of referencing silly bands 4 years after the fad died. Very timely of you, Hasbro.
Today
The minifigures
is
look alright,
Friday.
Though this is not really an enticing cast of characters. Every pack looks like a Star Wars Glup Shido convention. I do miss when minifigure packs like this were a standard. It was a good way to get a bunch of figures as a kid.
Green Goblin?
Now it feels like most minis are blind bag things. These minifigures were also packed with supposedly collectible cards. Though their design is so terrible, it looks like they gave the job of designing these cards to their graphic design intern. But let's move on to the more interesting toys.
The early 1990s, not early 1990s. I think it was like late 1990s.
At least good, as in they look like the character models with the decent articulation. We of course have our 3 Martians, who again look really close to the show.
They look awful.
Honestly, I think they look a bit better than the show. The in real life plastic texture unironically looks better than the weird 3D textures they were using. Each alien also has a different head sculpt, and even their bodies, which are very similar but slightly different, are accurately sculpted on the toy versions. Bebop is buff, 2T has kind of a regular body, and Doo-Wah is a bit overweight. So that attention to detail is pretty nice. The articulation doesn't look half bad either. Arm, elbow, leg, and knee
just do
joints
not
are all
look
present.
good.
The exposed pins on the joints are a bit ugly, but you can just imagine they're details of the space suit
Small
or
kid.
something. All 3
I'd say
come
like
with this weird frying pan
I don't
weapon.
judge.
Not
It's
sure
just
what
like
they're
this
meant
one,
to be,
bruh.
but I'm probably just a fake fan. In addition to the Martians were 2 human characters. There's Mikey, one of the kids that the butt uglies hang out with. I hate the way they modeled his spiky hair on the show.
Yeah, that
it
looks
just looks
awful.
so weird and kind of gross to me. Like he has Bart Simpson hair, but he let it grow out, so it just looks gross.
It also doesn't help that there's like a realistic Bart
Simpson
Simpson over
better.
here.
Once again, the toy looks better than the show itself. His belt buckle is also a lot more prominent and cartoony on the toy.
Yes, he does
also
look
comes
better.
with a
He kind of
hoverboard
looks a
and
little bit
helmet,
like
and the
Max
hoverboard
Steel.
can
If
shoot
you've
a
ever
missile
seen
from
Max
the
Steel,
front.
chat,
The other
have
human
you guys
figure
ever
is
watched
the one
Max
and
Steel?
only
The original
Stoke
Max
Muldoon.
Steel, not
Yes,
the
my goat got his very
I think
own
like
action
Max
figure.
Steel
He
is
looks
like a
pretty much
Latin
1 for
American
1 to the
thing.
show. Weirdly sculpted face wrinkles and all.
Right?
He comes
Max
with a rocket
Steel is
launcher,
Latin
as well as
American.
one of his alien hunting
The
gizmos.
original Max
Both
Steel, not
Stoke
the
and
one
Mikey
that
have
was
less
redone in the art
articulation
style
than
of those.
the Martians, which is unfortunate. We
the-
also had some deluxe figures. The only new characters in
what
the
is it?
deluxe
The
line
Hot
came
Wheels
in a
5
2-pack,
or Hot
featuring
5?
Dr. Damage and Clactor. Dr. Damage is really lacking in articulation, with just the basics present. Clactor looks fairly accurate to the cartoon, just a goofy,
Fast
chunky
5?
looking robot. In the show, Clactor
Have you guys
is
ever
a
seen Fast 5?
self-regenerating
Fast 5
robot,
was
so the toy
a
can fall
interesting
apart
show.
and be put
The
back
3D
together,
show,
which
yes,
is
the
kind of a
3D
neat
show,
gimmick. And
yes.
at least the Butt Uglies
The
had a
3D
couple
show,
proper villain toys in
gosh
the
dang, my
first and
keys are
only
right there.
wave. Speaking of the Martians, the rest of the deluxe figures are based around them. 2 of the deluxe packs are hover bikes, which are used in the show, and the hover bikes come with their respective Martians, which is good. I hate when vehicle toys are sold without a driver, despite having different names.
Not the
hover
movie.
bikes are exactly the
What
same
is it?
in
Fast
different
5?
colors. I do like that the Martians come with little space helmets as well. The hover bikes seem neat, but are not really my thing. It is unfortunate Doo-Wah didn't get his own bike to complete the trio, likely due to the line ending after the first wave. However, I am very much interested in the final toys we'll be looking at, the BKM suits, which look kind of cool actually. They stand at about 7 inches tall, though they're mostly static pieces, with only their arms moving at the shoulder. But hey, it's a mech suit and you can put your Martian
Accelerator?
in it, which is a very compelling play
Accelerator.
pattern to me. You can put your Martians in through the back, or you could take the helmet off the BKM suit and put them
Oh, it's
in
Battle
through the
Force
top.
5,
Each
that's what it's called.
BKM
Battle
suit
Force
is
5.
also slightly different.
Wheels
Mostly
Battle
the
Force
shoulder
5.
and leg armor is changed, and the Martians themselves are sporting silver pants instead of black. I do have a theory.
I know, right?
Toy theory, if you will.
So
I think
niche.
the 2T and Bebop
The
figures
3D
had
show.
a regular mass retail release, but I
Oh.
also think that Doo-Wah either had a really short release or only came out in other countries, because there are hardly any pictures or listings for the Doo-Wah BKM set. So much so that I thought he didn't have one until I discovered a couple eBay listings. I'm glad he does have a figure though, and you can get the complete set of the Martians and their BKM armor.
What do you mean this is so niche?
Martians was a
Like
flash in
what
the
does
pan.
niche
It came
even
and
mean?
went, leaving
Like
no real impact,
the entire
aside from
like
being
I'm a silly
stray
little
memory
guy
for people
that just
my
like goes
age.
around
As much as I
making
dislike
YouTube
the
videos.
cartoon,
Like
I
I'm
really
niche.
can't hate
I'm
on it
already
too
niche.
much.
People
Sure,
don't
it
watch
was ugly
my
and
streams
boring,
anyway,
but
so like we
aren't
might as
we
well
all
watch stuff I
sometimes?
enjoy.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.
Hold
and
on,
if you'd
hold
like
on.
to support me further,
Hold on, I
I
kinda
have a
wanna watch
YouTube
this, hold on.
membership and pay.
Okay, I kind of want to watch that, but also
What's good?
every time I see that. Mega Block. Let's watch this Mega. Oh, this is a Mega Block.
What this is? A Mega Bloks microfigure, released in 2002 as part of the Mega Bloks Dragons theme.
Okay, this is way too long. This video is way too long. 28 minutes. I'm already clocked out. I'm gonna sneeze for a second. Hold on. I didn't sneeze, but my nose is like it's very cold. And what happens is when it's very cold, my nose is like droopy. What is she doing? Sorry, man. It's very cold. Use your mouth. Steamed bun, by the way. Steamed bun. Joshua told my wife. Hold on, let me watch this video. A dingo? Is that a dingo?
Gee.
Oh, a kangaroo. It's a kangaroo. Oh, it's a kangaroo. No. So sad. So sad, chat. He just wanted to be friends with the doggo. Thank you, Tetrasor. Hello, Kami. Welcome, welcome.
Dead word of the day. No, there is no dead word of the day. I've had enough. All you guys ever do is bully me. I'm sick of hearing.
Why is this such a long video?
You're so fat. Cause it's really hurtful.
But you are fat.
But you are fat.
You are fat.
You are
Ishi,
fat.
what the fuck?
Am I wrong?
You can't say
Am I
this
wrong?
shit.
But am I wrong?
It don't
But
matter
am I
if it's
wrong?
true. You can't say this
Why?
shit. The
Ah,
fuck you mean why?
because
You
it
can't
is
just
true.
call people fat.
Okay, but you, not other people. You
Are
are
fat.
fat.
Okay, what the fuck?
You are fat.
Ishi, you lied into my
I should
word of
twin.
the day and have the
You
guts
should
to call
twin.
me fat.
No. Yesterday, so your ass devouring
Invest
at
in a
least 9
dictionary.
entire fucking baguettes for a life
Oh
snack.
shit. Well, that was cause I had just come back from the
You
gym.
cannot be for real right now. You and I know damn well your ass does not need 9 baguettes, even if you actually went to the gym.
Okay, I might be fat, but
Might be.
vocal. But if we talking about my diet, then we gotta talk about your cannibalism.
No, but at least I ain't eating my body weight in one sitting.
Excuse me, your ass literally eats people.
Now we ain't talking about what you eat.
Okay, but you still eat human
Man,
flesh.
fuck this shit. Teto, get your
What the
ass over
fudge is
here.
going on
I'm
here?
gonna snap your sinews.
Oh shit! Wait, is she? I didn't mean it. Teto word of
What
the
the
day.
fudge happened to you?
No.
Just get eaten. Eat her. Eat her. Eat her right here, right now. Why Jurassic Park never went full horror? Why would I ever... Like, the thing... Every time I watch Jurassic Park, I'm like, yeah, it's scary, but, like, I don't really care. The thing is, I don't care if that's scary. I want to see... You know what I want to see with Jurassic Park? I want to see dinosaurs. That's what I want to see. If it's a horror movie, you know what's going to happen? That dinosaur ain't coming out till the very end of the damn movie. You know damn well, with every gosh dang freaking horror movie, the monster, what's every scene in the movie that the monster was in, 5 minutes. It's like 5 minutes long. Every scene compiled of the monster appearing, it's like 1 second, it's like you see a little tail, and it's like 5 seconds. Realistic T-Rex sounds? Alright, hold on, let me see. We can probably do that. Hold on, realistic T-Rex sounds. Hold on, I think I already heard. Yeah, that's more of a lion. Yeah, the T-Rex doesn't have a very loud roar. I think it's like a very very deep, but not very loud. Yeah, that's it. So, I don't think that's right either. Was that a short? Was that it? Was that the right one? The 135 one. Yeah, that sounds a bit right. That's the one I remember. This is the right one. Is that it? Alright. Let's listen to Prep. That's not right. That's not right. That doesn't sound right. I would believe it, but I don't think that's right. Did they really go back all back? We gotta give some credit to the sound engineers for going back in time to record that. They really had to set up a mic right next to that guy. Yeah, that was just a shit horn. I was like, that doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right, but I believe it. Anyway, what was I gonna Google? I was gonna look up T-Rex sound prehistoric planet. There we go. Oh wait, this one's hilarious. Yeah, alright, there we go. I love that sound. But yeah. Main issue is like if they did a T-Rex, if they did any horror movie with dinosaurs, those dinosaurs are never showing up. It's gonna be 95% human interactions and then like 5%. Only 5% of the monsters, dinosaurs that I came to watch the freaking dinosaurs. And then it's just gonna be 5%. Only 5%. Star Burger. I did have a burger. It was a really good burger. It was a pretty good burger. I like the burger. Yesterday's burger was pretty good. The fries was like too much for me because I'm a tiny little guy and I can't eat that much. But like the burger, really good. I like the burger. Nice, delicious, solid burger. The fries were too much for me. I probably shouldn't have gotten fries. They were a waste of money. But they were still pretty good. It's just me. Instead of a T-Rex, it's just me.
Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies and franchises. And just like any other little kid growing up, I love dinosaurs.
I heard like an Australian accent for a second there, and I was like,
but it turns
somebody
out dinosaurs in
got me
Jurassic Park didn't only impact me.
me.
It also impacted Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And in late 2005, they opened
he has a
water
Pigeon
dark
Forge,
ride called
Tennessee accent.
The Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride. On paper, it sounds harmless. You take your family out, you go look at some dinosaurs, everybody has fun. But it's not any of that
Jurassic
at all.
Jungle Boat Ride. Did you say my last name was Burger? It's not Burger, but it is Star American. I am very American. Not really. I sound kind of... My accent is kind of like nondescript.
With Universal Hollywood's Jurassic Park The Ride opening in 1996, Orlando's River Adventure debut in 1999, and the release of Jurassic Park 3 in 2001, dinosaurs were everywhere in the late 90s.
Who doesn't love dinosaurs?
2000s.
Hold on, wait, can I name that one? That's the... Some of these weren't even in the late 90s. What the fudge is this? This is Dino King. That's Dino King, the anime. That's just T-Rex. That's just Grimlock. I love Grimlock. What the fudge is that? Why does that T-Rex have such a wide face? That's Walking with Dinosaurs. I don't know what that one is. I think that's these three are literally all Jurassic Park. That's also Jurassic Park. That is from Turok. That is also Jurassic Park. Actually, no, that's something else. That's an old movie. I don't remember which one that is. That's Grimlock again, but that's the new Grimlock. That is the Razor Fang from the movie. These two are both from the animated series Primal. What is this one? This one's like I don't think that's even a T-Rex. That's a different dinosaur altogether. That is just Susan or Susie. I forget what her name is. The dinosaur, the fossil that we base everything on. I think that's from Night at the Museum. Yeah, it's Night at the Museum dinosaur. By the way, did you know Night at the Museum had 3 movies, and like the third one takes place in Paris? I was so confused. Was it Paris or England? I think it was London. Yeah, I think they went to London, and like for some reason they had Lancelot instead of King Arthur. I don't know what they. Susie. Her name was Susie. Ah, yeah, Susie. I don't know what this one is. What's this one? What are these two? I feel. Oh, that's a Lego dinosaur T-Rex. I'm shocked there's not more Lego ones. There's like multiple T-Rex Lego sets. What is this one? Oh, I think that's Raptor, Dino, the dinosaur horror movie where like they replace the brain. ADHD maxing. We're not maxing anything. This is just standard This is standard boy behavior. Every boy knows they're T-Rexes. That's the guy from Toy Story. Those are the T-Rexes. I think all 3 of these are T-Rex. Actually, 4 of these are T-Rexes from Land Beyond Time. Why is my nose so clogged?
Just waiting to be tapped. And our ride, try to get a piece of that gold.
I don't like trains. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I went a little insane.
I'm not a big train fan, but I do like planes. I like my fighter jets. Planes, just planes, just fighter jets. Mostly just fighter jets.
July 15th, 2006.
That's mostly because like I'm a very militaristic guy.
This year, but then literally the next day, July 16th, he clarifies and says that the ride actually opened about 9 months earlier. If you do the math, that puts the opening around October 2005. And if you really want to get exact and count back 9 months from July 16th, you land on October 16th, which just so happens to be my birthday. Now, is that confirmed?
Baby
No.
boy.
Is it insane? Absolutely. So we're safely locking in late 2005 to early 2006 as the opening window.
Small and militaristic. Alright. Well. Zorbing.
At its core, the Jurassic Jungle boat ride is a 10-minute water dark ride. You're seated in a small boat, pushed along a track by wheels and other mechanisms, surrounded by animatronic
I just want to let the guy
dinosaurs and
cook.
other
Let him
creatures
cook for a little
both
bit.
above
I
you
just want to let him
and
cook.
in the water, with non-stop jungle ambience, roars, growls, and sound effects blasting the entire time. And even back then, people were calling it out. Early reviews mentioned animatronics not functioning correctly, dinosaurs already falling apart, and effects breaking down. One reviewer, Tom Mizzle for Rizzle, straight up called it the biggest piece of shit ever, saying half the dinosaurs were broken. He also
Well, to be
complained
fair,
about
I
the
guess like
$12
Ice
ticket
Spice
price,
and
which compared
the
to
white
$20
wrappers
to
were
$22
real.
it costs today,
Were really
it
big
almost
back
sounds
then.
like a bargain now. One of the most interesting things I found is that the ride originally had a completely different opening. Early versions featured painted striped walls and ceilings, and an actual time travel plot line, not just "Welcome to the jungle, good luck."
Welcome to the jungle.
Which explains a lot of the ride's weird sound effects that feel completely out of place. Eventually, that storyline was scrapped. The striped walls were replaced with jungle vines and foliage, but the sound effects stayed. Which is why the ride has always felt wrong, like it's haunted by a version of itself that no longer exists. Now here's where I really went insane. The earliest video footage I could initially find was from June 23rd, 2008, uploaded by MTF 1994, but it only shows the outside of the attraction. The first interior footage doesn't appear till June 25th, 2008, uploaded by JFried L2. But this isn't actually the first video of this ride. Because when I watched Working Theory's video, uploaded December 22nd, 2008, everything looks normal.
Almost
until
Halloween.
The doors open.
Almost Halloween.
The intro is different. No jungle vines, no
In like
shrubbery,
8 months.
just the striped walls.
In like
The
6 months
original
from now.
time travel
6
intro.
months from now. 4.
And that doesn't make
10.
sense.
Yeah, and 10.
Because just months earlier, Jay's footage clearly shows the jungle version, and we know the stripe walls existed back in 2006, so I started
What
digging.
the heck is going on here?
I looked at background buildings, hotels in the distance, tried matching angles to Google Earth, but nothing solid. So then I got
Man, I want to know why
discouraged.
this thing is
I
scary,
thought
not because
maybe
what.
the time travel thing actually did work. But then I went all the way back to MTF's 1994's video, and I noticed something strange.
So here we are outside of the Jurassic Jungle boat ride. Kind of like Jurassic Park, just really...
The mannequins.
Mannequins.
Jurassic Jungle boat ride has these mannequins that sit outside the attraction to make it look busy and lure people in. But here's the thing.
Well played.
Electric's 2006 review doesn't mention mannequins at all. There's no pictures of it, nothing like that. And they don't appear in Works and Theory's video either. Which means that video cannot be from December 2008. It's impossible. That footage had to be sitting on
It's
an
July
SD
4th.
card
My
for
birthday
months.
is July 4th.
Based on
It
the
is.
description, because when I think of
Wait, what does
Smoky
that
Mountain
mean?
Christmas, I think Jurassic Jungle boat ride. To me, this sounds like a throwback video, not something that happened just then.
What's
or
that
now.
supposed to mean? What,
And then
what,
you
are you
even
saying
look
my
at the editing
birthday's
style.
scary?
There's imported photos and Jurassic Park trailer clips. When you're on vacation, you are not thinking, let me get this video edited. I think this video was taking place December 2007, or maybe just very early January 2008. And they finally got around to editing it, releasing it December 2008. So yeah, the first known video of the Jurassic Jungle boat ride, inside and outside, comes from Works and Theory's video.
Dun dun dun. They clapped early October.
Over
Wait
the
a
years,
minute.
The ride continued to change. Animatronics replaced.
Well, my parents don't
designs
really believe in
altered,
Halloween, so they
sections
probably had
quietly
something better to do that
removed or
day.
left to rot. The company even operates another attraction next door in Gatlinburg called Earthquake the Ride, which is its own train wreck. And judging by reviews, it's very
Oh, I
clear
see.
the two
Oh,
are
no.
related. But despite all of that, the Jurassic Jungle boat
I
ride
don't wanna
developed a
think
cult
about my
following.
parents
People call
clapping.
it terrible,
No.
broken, overpriced, but it was so bad.
Why
that
is
it
this?
was
I want to
good.
know. Like, he hasn't explained why it's
Someone
scary.
even shot a music video here, which might be the most insane thing of all. So let's recap what we actually
All right.
know. The Jurassic Jungle boat ride opens sometime between late 2005 and early 2006. By December 2007 to early January 2008, we have the first known footage of the ride, including the original time travel intro. By summer 2008, mannequins are added outside, and the time travel intro is quietly abandoned in favor of the jungle version. Between late 2008 and around 2010, the exterior of the building is redesigned. Then more mannequins appear, animatronics are swapped out, others are left to decay, and since then, the ride has mostly stayed the same, breaking down, limping along, and somehow still existing.
It's very rare.
But here's where I come into all
very
of this.
rare. It's very
Somewhere
rare
between
for it to
summer
be.
2007 and late 2008, I was on this ride.
It's big and it screams
Which
twin.
in hindsight,
They are
might
scary.
have been
Twin.
the absolute worst time I could have wrote this. The intro was changing, animatrons were being swapped or breaking, sound effects didn't match visuals, nothing was settled yet. And little kid me had no idea. So I really don't have an exact date when I wrote this thing, but all I know is it took place sometime
So
between
help me
May
if I
4th,
don't learn why this thing is
2007
scary.
and late 2008, for reasons I will explain later on. But at this point in time, I'm 5 or 6 years old. At that point, you know, I love dinosaurs.
We were saved there.
I'm watching Jurassic Park
Saved there from a-
religiously. You know, these dudes are cool. But my family and I were on vacation in a smoky
We almost
mountain,
got. We almost had a
driving through
freaking
Forge, and
reference
boom,
there to something that I
dinosaur
would hate
ride.
to reference.
And obviously, we pull into the parking lot. But at first, I'm like, I don't really know about this, you know? You're a kid, you having second thoughts and all this stuff. But then my dad chimes in, and he says the most dangerous thing of all time. You rode this before when you were younger, and you loved it. I'm like, okay, I see what's going on, alright. So I'm like, let's do this. Well, we get in
Cowabunga
line,
it
and I'm
is.
staring at water and animatronics, thinking, Hell yeah. Dinosaurs.
Every time I'm looking at this
Everything
little
seems
guy,
fine until our boat
it's
arrives.
just Dad and Mini-Me.
And I look at this boat, and it's a rinky-dinky
Big ol' eyes.
little boat. It's barely big enough for a couple people. And then the doubt starts creeping in. But I remember what old Dad said, so I sit down anyways. Now, I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't think it was going to be...
I can open my eyes pretty
in my
big.
kid
It's
brain,
pretty...
I'm like,
oh
"Where's John
gosh,
Hammond?
that thing.
I'm ready for the tour, you know? What I didn't realize, though, this wasn't Jurassic Park. This was Jurassic Dark. Because we sit in front of these massive
Jurassic
doors for
Dark.
what feels like 50 minutes, and
Okay.
the doors open. And it is completely dark. And immediately I'm like, oh, no. The ride starts
That's it?
moving, though.
Just being
The doors
dark?
shut behind
It's a
us.
dark
It's
ride.
pitch black. And then loud noises start going everywhere. The boat's bumping along, and in my head I'm thinking, this is it. I am going to die. So I do what any other kid does, and I just start crying.
He's just
And
a
that's why I
pussy.
just put my head down for the ride. Because I don't want to look at this. But anyways, that's
Come
when
on,
I
man.
noticed that my Spider-Man 3 t-shirt is glowing in the dark. Which is why I know I was on this ride at least May 4, 2007. The release date of Spider-Man 3. But even then, I knew Spider-Man could not save me in this situation.
Spider-Man
that was
could.
not happening. So here I am cowering in fear, but then my brother
I
tells me to
think
look up.
Spider-Man's
I look
strong enough
up
to fight
and
a
I see
T-Rex.
pterodactyl
Right,
carrying a
right.
kid. I lose it even more.
A T-Rex is the height of 2
And then the whole
Spider-Mans, I
ride's a
think.
blur from after that. Only thing else I
And
really
Spider-Man
remember
could take down
is that they also had
the
those
Hulk.
acid-spitting
Fight the Hulk on
dinosaurs.
equal
The ones from
playing
Jurassic
field.
Park,
In terms of at least normal strength
the
Hulk.
Dilophosaurus, yeah, them things. They started spitting water at me.
Ew.
So yeah, my head's down and everything's basically a blur. I take
Stop
a peek
spitting
up
at
for
me.
half a second, I see a
Is that the same
dinosaur, and I'm
animatronics
going back down
from
again.
Jurassic Park?
The jungle
The
music's
water ride,
blasting, the
ironically
sound
enough.
effects are so loud I can't even hear myself crying. It's awful. But it gets worse. We reach the end of the ride and my dad says it's almost over. I then brace myself, waiting for these big giant doors to open.
My dad would have
Then we
never
stop
gotten on the
there.
ride with me.
And
My
then
dad's not the type of
boat
guy.
Tilts back 45 degrees. And as we are tilting back, we start to rise.
Oh gosh, it's the freaking Jurassic
Literally
Park
going
ride
in
from
towards the ceiling.
It's the exact same
And there's a
ride
big
from
giant snake
So Help
head
Me.
looking down at us with its tongue waggling. And I'm just like, why? Why are we doing this?
This is the Jurassic
But that's
Park
not even
ride
it.
from India
Then
from
we see this
Universal Studios. I've been on that.
And he darts toward the boat with its jaw unhinged. And it's right in my face, roaring so loud that
This
my
is the
ears
worst
are
version
ringing.
of Jurassic Park ride from.
So yeah,
from,
this isn't even Jurassic
Universal
Park anymore.
Studios.
This is Five Nights at Jurassic Park.
Actually, I feel like a Jurassic Park, Five Nights at Jurassic Park would have been a really fun like video game type if they made
And I
that where
just
it's like
lose
you
it
gotta
even more. I
monitor
am screaming,
and the T-Rexes
ready
are
to
coming
die
at you. It's
this
like
time. But then the doors
Velociraptors start coming at you.
and we're out.
The Dilophosaurus comes at
So
you.
yeah, I survived the Jurassic Jungle boat ride, and I did not like it. Now, being scared and closing your eyes the whole time actually has its advantages and disadvantages. The advantage, you don't see what's around you. The disadvantage, you don't see what's around you. So let's take a look at everything I missed.
The animatronic. Okay, that sound effect was completely unnecessary, but it was
Alright,
super
the
awesome.
moment everybody's been waiting for. These guys. The first dinosaur we meet on our voyage is this Brachiosaurus.
It was so scary.
He towers
Man,
over
I
the
don't know
boat,
what
and
people find
honestly,
scary.
he's not
Like, I was
terrifying,
never scared of
just a
anything.
little bit
I've never been
creepy.
scared of anything.
Next up, we get to see an Allosaurus peeking over the trees. And he has his own plot line, so we'll be seeing him again very soon.
Ooh.
And also, we get to see a giant spider. And then
Giant
there's
spider.
these eyes. These things. I remember these vividly as a kid. I was trying to look away from the animatronics and I saw them looking right back at me.
What the heck are those?
After that, you head into a tunnel and meet these guys. Now, I don't know about you,
What
but
the
these are
fudge?
probably my favorite dinosaurs. Love those guys. But seriously, why were these things on the ride?
They
Moving
just.
on, we meet a
Wow.
pterodactyl showing off its wings. and above us is another pterodactyl, but this one's carrying a kid away. Then we get a few more small dinosaurs,
I like
and
a little
after
thing.
that, tentacles in the water, just flopping around.
Shub?
Not really a fan of these
Show
guys.
about the specific intense
Not at
fear of
all.
man-made objects that are partially or fully
Next
submerged
up is
underwater.
this massive beast that supposedly used to work, but at some point fell over and now just exists as a statue. And on your right, you've got
Look
a
at that
T-Rex
guy.
head darting towards the boat. And then, this thing. The design and build of this animatronic is
Yeah, that was
genuinely
definitely
insane.
that was
This
definitely
absolute
humanized,
unit
not
is called the
dinoized.
Slayer Dactyl.
Slayer
And what
Dactyl.
sound does a Slayer Dactyl make? I'm glad you asked.
I feel like it's just distorting. That's what.
Moving
That was
along,
me,
we
twin.
encounter
Sorry.
our old friend from the beginning, the Allosaurus. He's been stalking us since the very first encounter.
Oh, they got the
and now
Allosaurus in this?
He's in the water.
I love
There's
the
barely any
Allosaurus.
footage of this
Allosaurus
guy
is a great
actually moving,
dinosaur.
and he's mostly
It's no
forgotten by
T-Rex,
people
but
who
it is a
aren't
great
familiar
dinosaur.
with this ride because this section isn't even lit up anymore. And you may ask, why don't they just move him out of there? Well, supposedly he weighs so much that they cannot get him out of there.
Really?
So
Distorting.
he is doomed for eternity to stay
The sound
there.
effect is distorting.
From the footage that does exist, it looks like he rises out of the water and moves towards the boat, just swaying his head back and forth. A lot of people say he stopped moving around 2014, but there's footage from 2019 where he's still active. And honestly, he looks almost brand new there. Which is
Abraham
crazy compared
Lincoln.
to what he
These
looks
dang
like
kids.
now.
These dang kids don't know what a
After that,
dinosaur
we're shown a
is.
raptor, then our Dilophosaurus friend.
Abraham
then we go through a
Annosaurus?
short volcano sequence. You meet another Slayer Dactyl.
There's another
see some
one.
bugs, a moving snake, another Dilophosaurus.
That is not a moving
and
snake.
then
That is a
we reach the
moving
grand finale,
tube.
the snake head. All this time you're on this boat ride and you lead up to the snake.
That is not a
and
snake,
he
by the
eats
way.
everybody. But here's the sound effect that they chose. Yeah, it's literally Chips being ate.
Yeah. Oh,
And
that sound
finally,
effect.
in my
I love
opinion,
that sound.
the
That's the
mascot of
sound
the
you
place,
hear at the
the
Chuck E.
T-Rex.
Cheeses when you're
I
feeding it
couldn't
the.
find much behind the scenes info about him, but supposedly he was also made by Scare Factory.
That
And
that
that
sound effect is the
dislocated
same
jaw,
sound effect you hear
apparently
like when you
that's intentional.
feed like the
That's
Chuck E.
just how he
Cheese's
was sculpted,
like
which
little
is
tiny
insane.
munching
And
the
this guy's been
the
through
thing
it.
that
He's
munches
been
the
covered up,
the
out of
tickets.
maintenance,
Yeah.
And as of today, he's technically back, but not really in action. Recent videos show the curtains opening, and he's just sitting there. And honestly, that might be even scarier than if he moved. That anticipation, waiting for something to happen, that never does.
I could go for some chips now.
So yeah, that ride did a
Why is there
number on
Doritos
me.
jumping around?
And
Well, if you
fast
were on
forward to
Twitch, you know.
2012 or 2013, I'm at Universal Studios.
Oh.
I finally have the chance to ride the real Jurassic Park ride, the big one, the professional one,
Island.
and I don't get on. Not because of a long line, not because I had to
But
leave
because
or
he was a
anything like that, but because the Jurassic Jungle boat ride was still haunting me. All the animatronics,
Yeah.
the darkness, the
Little chubby
sounds,
cheeks.
the water, everything, all took a place and
Oh,
rented it
yeah.
out in my brain. And finally, it was rediscovered in that moment. And I knew I couldn't handle another dinosaur ride, even the real one. Which honestly sucks because they later turned it into Jurassic World and revamped the whole thing. I could have been like, yeah, I wrote that. And I could have bought this t-shirt without being a poser. But I just couldn't ride it. Now, you want to know something even more insane? Even more insane than the history lesson, the ride itself, everything. Flash forward again. My family and I are in Tennessee once more, but this time we've got a new member.
Limbus
my
Company?
little brother. And guess where we stop? Yep,
Like the little
Jurassic
Patrick
Jungle
Star.
boat ride. I instantly decline, obviously, and then my little brother also declines, and then that's when my dad says the line. The same exact line.
You gonna get on that
You
ride.
rode this before when you were younger, and you loved it.
I didn't love it.
Here's the thing. I have known this kid since the day he was born. He has never rode this ride ever.
He was
And
talking
in
to
that
you.
moment, it all clicks. My whole life was a lie. My dad lied to me, and I believed him.
Let me sub Heathcliff.
Now,
You never subbed
am I ashamed that a
Heathcliff.
2-star Yelp reviewed, outdated, overpriced roadside attraction traumatized me? No. Because it was for good reason. I mean, look at this thing. This
It's
kid right
awesome.
here was staring straight into the mouth of death. But yeah, this ride is kind of infamous in the theme park community. Everybody rips on it. People call it terrible. But at the end of the day, it's so bad that it's good. The animatronics barely work half the time. Dead birds have been spotted floating in the water, which has apparently become disgusting over the years. And sometimes
Ew.
the lights are just on during the ride, which honestly, I wish I had that experience. That would have saved me a lot of trouble. So yeah, if you ever have a son you want to traumatize,
Thank you
and
for
just so
subbing.
happen to be in the area, you know where to take them. And one more thing. While I was doing research to find out every animatronic, map it out, do all that stuff, I found this video. And it's all fine and dandy until the grand finale.
Okay, good. I thought they'd get me wet.
But yeah, I was waiting on that
the
T-Rex
jokes.
to show up for the longest time, but I kept looking at the time and it was ticking. There was no opportunity for it, but he's there for that main last frame. Combined with that camera quality, that sudden emergence of him, and the video just cuts off, this is the T-Rex at his peak. Anyways, thank you for watching.
I feel like in more,
If you
I
have
don't really
any
care
bit
about
of
horror. Like
information on this
horror
ride,
doesn't work
let
on
me
me.
know. I'd love to
Like
hear all
I'm
about
supposed
it.
to be scared, but
And if
like
I got stuff wrong,
at what point do
also
I
let
do
me
I
know.
even become scared? This freaking.
And if you've ever
like,
had an experience on this ride, how was it? I sure hope it was better than mine.
Well, no, I never went on that ride. Anyway, let's close that. Let's go to home. Starchild. Gigantic gummy worm sausage. Oh, yeah. I want to watch that. Hold on. We'll watch that. Chef. You need to read this. I already read that. Good day. Chat. What do you think? The making of Walking with Dinosaurs. Do you think I should go to Costco today? Should I go to Costco today? Is that giant? Meat beef, the bug in the rug. Oh no. It's him.
Well, hey there,
It's him, chat. It's he who is snug like a bug in the rug. It is he.
Everyone, meet Beef, who you might know as the bug in my rug. I first laid eyes on this dimpled beast March of last year, and ever since, he's braced me with his delightful presence. You can probably guess why I decided to name him Beef. I mean, he's huge, but he's also really strong.
I should
In
go
fact,
to
he was the
Costco
first
today.
bug I've ever had break out of his enclosure. He managed to pry the lid open, and I found him under my pillow at 3 a.m. Though I quickly moved him to a more secure enclosure, which he's been enjoying ever since. This is the only other bug I've ever had break out of their enclosure, and her name is Lady McBeef. And while I was initially unprepared for how powerful these little bulldozers would be, I haven't had any trouble with them since. In fact, I even set him up on a couple dates. And if you want to know how those went, well, I guess you'll have to stay tuned.
Look at this bug. Beef will protect you. Look at that beef. Beef is a beefy unit. Anyway, what else was? Yeah, so I think I'll go to Costco. I'll get a pizza. A hot dog. Hot dog for eating. A hot dog for munching while I'm waiting for my pizza. I'll get the hot dog, the pizza. I'll get a hot dog, a pizza. Then I'll follow up with some cheese. Cheese? Yeah. I don't know if I'll get bacon. Should I get bacon? I don't think I should get bacon. Glizzies. I'm gonna gobble down that glizzy. I'm gonna have another Costco story ready for tomorrow. Yeah, this will be a good time. Yeah, a glizzy. Get beacons. Get those beacons. Beacons. What else should I get? I think I'll get broccoli. Broccoli. Cheese. I already have cheese. I need some onions. Some onions. I think I need onions. Onions for food. I need to get onions. Onions. And then maybe I'll get something like maybe I'll get some chips. Those chips. That munching chip sound effect made me hungry. I need some chips. Chips. What else? What else do I need? Cheese. I already said cheese. Blah 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 blah. I already have what else do I need? Do I need any spices? I don't think I need spices. Herbs and spices. Oh, I need yogurt. Yeah. Go for it, Nakamura-kun. I think I already watched that one. Hold on. Have I watched it? Oh, yeah. No, I've heard that that's gonna come out soon. This is a gay anime. That is some gay boys love anime. I'm gonna watch that later. Onion. I think I'll make some, oh, yeah. We're gonna make some chowder. Not chowder. We're gonna make cream cheese. Cream cheese. Delicious cream cheese. Oh, yeah. It's either lentils or cream cheese today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Chris, do you remember that time you were playing Oblivion?
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yeah.
And then, like, the king was going through the door and you were like,
Hey, kid, keep on being epic.
I almost fucking, I think I was eating something and I almost fucking choked. Because I was not expecting.
Okay, they're playing Dark Souls.
Moment.
They're definitely playing Dark Souls. I think it's Dark Souls 2.
I still do like those.
It looks like Dark Souls 2.
So fucking
I only
good.
did those because I was in Ireland and I needed to upload content, and I was like, I can't. Nobody's awake. I have to do something on my own.
It was so
I
fucking...
spent like a day or two doing those, and then I gave up because it took too long.
Chris, do you remember that time you were playing?
What the fuck? I need that keep on being epic as a solitary clip just to harass my friends with. Jealousy and hatred? Jealousy and hatred. Oh, if you have any suggestions for YouTube videos, I'll watch it. Alright.
Jealousy.
I feel like these girls, they want Duke Dennis, they don't want me. It's not fair.
Oh, shut the hell up. Hatred.
You can't be surprised with a snitch. I'm trying to catch Charleston White. Stop playing with me. I'm trying to catch him. I'm trying to catch him. I want to catch him.
Since the beginning of
Why does
time,
he have
the
a-
stories of
why
these
does
two
he have, like, a
emotions.
fanny pack?
Julius Caesar had so much motion that his senators stabbed him 23 times.
It wasn't one senator, it was like 23.
The entirety of World War II, that was pure hatred. But the whole topic of this video is jealousy and hatred as a motivator.
What the fuck is going on
What
there?
actually
There's
gave me
like
the idea
something
for
right
this video
there. It
was
was
this
like,
meme here.
did you see that?
An IG
What was
question
that?
saying what motivates you, and his answer is jealousy and hatred.
Death to all Crips and Bloods. Death to all GDs and BDs.
What the?
May they all die like King Von.
This is a crazy answer, but when you think about it though, it's genius. But when you think of jealousy and hatred together, it's not always the "oh, you looked at my go, I'ma beat you up" kind of thing. But when you
King Von.
answer, but when you think about it though, it's genius. But when you think of jealousy and hatred together, it's not always the "oh, you looked at my go, I'ma beat you up" kind. Now the real definition of jealousy is a state or feeling of being jealous.
What?
You can't use the word you're defining in the definition, bro. Did they patch Google or something? Let me know, please.
Yeah,
But
you
anyway,
can't do
jealousy
that. Stop
mainly
being
has two
stupid
meanings
like
I think
that.
can be
Jealousy.
agreed on. One being a feeling of resentment against someone because of that
Okay, I feel
person's
like, yeah,
successes
fair
or
enough.
advantages. Translation, so you don't like them because they have more aura than you, which is high-key reasonable. And then there's a second definition, which is less important because it's based on the context of a relationship. And that's a sentiment born in love, which is produced by the fear that the loved person prefers someone else. Now I'm gonna stop touching on definitions because the more philosophical I try to get, the worse this video is gonna get. Now back to the idea of this meme, because there's people in our simulation that are purely driven by jealousy and hatred. And no, I'm not talking about myself. I'm a bundle of joy, thank you.
Me too,
but
buddy,
I know the
me
top
too.
3 ranked chads are some of these people, and this isn't a Sherlock level mystery. You hate chopped people, and don't give me that black pill isn't about hating the unattractive. It's about realizing the world does. Damn, that quote kind of tough though. Bro, the concept of a black pill edit is cyberbullying with extra steps. Hating on someone for something almost completely out of their control is next level hating. And being chopped has almost never been a choice unless you're this guy who does the looks minimizing.
The top 3 biggest benefits I've noticed from looks minimizing.
There's not even one, is there? Come on, bro. And if you think I'm exaggerating by saying they hate ugly people, bro, look at this clip of Androgenic seeing a sub 5 in public.
Androgenic!
Yeah, no, this can't be real, bro. Not even 2 words were exchanged. This nigga just said his name. Nah, but this guy deadass wouldn't shake his fan's hand because he didn't rank high enough in the BP hierarchy. This whole interaction shouldn't exist, bro. What timeline are we living in? The thing about all the top 3 ranked chads, I just called 3 grown-ass
Bundle
men
of joy. I'm a
The thing about
silly,
these 3
whimsical
people
boy.
is that once
I do
upon a
not
time
care
they were
for
all chopped.
drama. I do not care for
My personal theory is these ugly-eyed little kids developed a jealousy for these male models. You know, maybe not just male models, they be glazing the actors too. But I still don't think that jealousy has left them.
Oh my gosh, his eyes. That's what my eyes are looking like after me playing 10 hours of
You got a hand,
Elden
nigga.
Ring.
Damn. I don't think she's going anywhere, bro. You can ease that grip a little bit. But the real question is how effective was jealousy and hatred as a motivator? And I'd have to say this was a success for the BP boys. Yes,
BP?
Clive is addicted to amphetamines. Kent is the Filtrum final boss. And Androgenic does have some slight anger issues. But if the goal was to look better, then they 100% achieved it. Good job, chads. You know, maybe Black Pill
12
was the journey
hours.
and not the destination.
Don't worry, the
next person I
thumbnails
wanna
are
talk
worth
about
it.
That was driven by jealousy
Those
and
10-hour
hatred is
streams are
Antonio
worth it
Salieri.
for those
Now, this is
thumbnails.
some historical ball knowledge.
My mother completely lacks a homestead to a partial extent.
And pretty much all of my info is coming from this movie Amadeus, so facts may be iffy, but we ball. And if you don't know who Salieri was, he was a composer. And in a way, he was Mozart's biggest rival, but it was low-key a one-sided rivalry. And the thing about Celery or whatever his name is, he was such a sweat.
What are you doing? You're lost. More lost than Helen Keller trying to read. You're literally free. So free. Free
He would spend countless hours writing and studying music. Now insert Mozart, who's disgustingly good off Spawn. As a jit, this guy was freestyling symphonies. Like, I would say Mozart was a slightly less talented Cardi. Now in the film, Salieri kills the fuck out of Mozart, which would be inexcusable if Mozart wasn't rage baiting the whole film.
Tell us about it. Tell us the story. It's set. The whole thing is set
Cool story, Mozart. But in real life, all Salieri did was hate on Mozart and try to sabotage his career. Which, respectfully, if I'm putting in hours into my craft, and then everyone's just glazing this little nigga who has like 10 hours behind the keys, I would high-key do the same thing.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. If you're putting in effort into what you're doing, you don't get like oh everybody likes the thing that he made better. It's like if it's just better, it's just better. But like don't be acting like his stuff is worse just because like you put in more effort. Like if you're try-harding, society should never be looking down upon you just because you're trying hard to do better. If you're trying to be better, you try to be better. There's nothing wrong with trying hard, try-harding. Like you do better unless you're playing video games. Like shut up. Like get over it. Like man, we're playing video games and we're trying to have fun. Try having fun. You try harding? Oh, try hard to have fun. That's the thing you should be try harding at. Womp womp. Anyway, yeah. So like life is very up. Like you have a lot of trials in life, and you need to like get over them. And most people will be better than you at one thing if you keep trying to do that thing. Sometimes they're just born better off spawn, and it's like who cares, man? That guy didn't work to achieve greatness. You work to achieve greatness. That is what it means to be great. That is what it means to be truly great. Who cares if a man was born great? If he did not work hard to achieve that greatness, what is the point of anything? Men work to achieve things. If you do not work to achieve it, then what was the point of the effort? If a man is great at something without effort, what is the point in doing that thing? Just look at what was his name? I forgot. Mozart. Mozart didn't care for his art. He just did it. He was just doing it because he was like messing around with other people, which I think was like the whole point of it. If you love something, then do it and get better at it and continue to improve at it. Anyway, blah.
And then when you look at the outcome for Salieri and Mozart, Mozart died young and broke, probably dying from a lethal dosage of hate.
I got so much hate in my fucking heart.
He died young and broke because he kept gambling his money away. He was having fun.
All of y'all.
And Salieri dies rich with his composing job, the CEO of piano or something like that. But the scene at the end of Amadeus where Salieri asks this guy if he can remember even just one of his melodies. Am I bugging or was that some hot ass, bro? Like if you're pulling out some keys to impress someone and you played this.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And obviously the guy did not recognize the melody, and then he goes and plays this.
Yes, I know that.
You see all that extra shit this guy just did?
That was Mozart.
This just reminds me of the beef tortellini with sweated onions in the back.
Onions in the background.
Jesus Christ. That was chicken, you twat.
But look, we could all learn a thing or two from this story. Jealousy and hatred didn't deter Salieri. They motivated him.
Exactly.
Yeah, now his legacy sucks. He's going down as one of the biggest haters. But he wasn't even around for all that, bro. All he saw, he died rich, and Mozart died with no Balenci. As humans, jealousy and hatred is our default software. And modern media knows this too, because we have characters like Lex Luthor or Reverse Flash, which these two characters have been talked to death, so I'm not going to. But it's not just examples of people in history and characters. You yourself are probably motivated by jealousy and hatred. If your high school teacher said...
Nah, I think like, who was the other guy he's mentioned? Flash? Yeah, that is a hater. But the thing about, what is Lex Luthor? Is that these people are not... They're not hater. These guys are the achievers. Whereas Superman is like the Ubermensch. Like, he's just built different. He's like the best of the best. And then you have people that have to work to achieve that, which is the average man. The actual heroes. Which is like becoming a lot more common in like an anime. Like, you see in a lot of anime where like a lot of characters are like becoming stronger, becoming the best of the best. I feel like Goku is ironically... He was started off as like the achiever, and then he becomes the inverse, where like he's just the best of the best now. It's like who cares? Like Goku's gone into rot decay, into schlappening. You heard Glacier. I have no idea.
Hate his motivation to go no day and sign up for streaming university.
I'm proud of you, you know that.
Thank you.
I hope you do.
But here comes Captain Obvious to tell you that jealousy and hatred is not a good thing. And 90% of the time, it's just bad looks. You never want to come off as an overly hateful or overly jealous person.
But I be thinking about my bills, and I be thinking about this nigga bills. I be like, bro, how do you make... I said this before, bro. On some real shit. No, him. How do this nigga make money, bro? Come on, man. Nigga, fuck you.
An example of someone that came off overly hateful was Tarantino when he was flaming Paul Dano. I mean, Tarantino's a well-respected guy, even after he cast himself for this role.
But you know what's on my mind right now? It ain't the coffee in my kitchen. It's the dead nigger in my garage.
And the feet thing, bro. Can somebody tell me what it is with the feet?
Put those away,
man. This is the
man.
most replayed part of the video. I'm going 2-3 years.
Hold on, what was that
Can
last one?
somebody
I
tell
don't
me
know
what
that
it is with
last
the
one.
feet.
What was that last one from? Is that from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
This is the most replayed part of the video. I'm going 2-3 years doggy style. But personally, I love Tarantino films, and he's an okay actor. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But the other day, he was getting some pretty big backlash, all because he said There Will Be Blood would be his favorite film if it didn't have Paul Dano, which is crazy disrespectful to the Riddler. And the guy just kept going after that. He said he's such a weak, uninteresting guy, the weakest actor in SAG. First things, what kind of lame-ass voice line is weak sauce? And secondly, I'd say Tarantino is allowed to have an opinion. If he didn't start dick eating at the end, like deadass, he just got to hating by the end of it.
I'm just looking at the face. I love Samuel Jackson's face. If he just was standing outside looking at me. So, mate, this is not Samuel L. Jackson. It's just some random black guy. I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna look so mad if that isn't Samuel L. Jackson. I hope that is Samuel L. Jackson. Oh. Squeaky toy. Ah, nah, bring it. Don't you call me a squeaky toy. How dare you? My mother says my laugh is like a squeaky toy. My mom says like I'm on the verge of like just losing a lung. What's wrong with my tooth? Hold on. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. I don't know what's going on back there. It feels like I have a tooth decay. I don't like that. That is not a good feeling.
His message. Bro, but Paul Dano is an objectively good actor. He's only really shown a limited range, but when he was rage baiting Batman, I felt every emotion ever.
Boy, if you don't get your doodle stain head on, boy, you be like Grim and Shake. Boy, get out.
And does Tarantino believe he's a better actor than Paul Dano though? It's got the same energy as this tweet. Why is Tarantino posing like he's the handsome one? I feel like this was only a thing because he was being overly hateful.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Can you not talk to me? Just for the. What are you doing?
But I'm a very separate the art from the artist person.
Starbucks
and this guy
coffee.
has like the best movie catalog out of any director. So you get one more chance to not say the N-word, Tarantino. But on the other half of the title, I have overly jealous people. Now they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but I would say imitation is the sincerest form of jealousy. Bring us to Fabio Jackson, probably the most disliked Michael Jackson impersonator. Now Fabio has been getting flamed for a while now for clips like this. People are saying he's acting like Michael Jackson left him in charge, or he acts like he's the one true Michael Jackson impersonator.
Shut up! Ain't nobody asked you shit.
The final nail for this guy was when they announced the Michael Jackson biopic, and he goes ahead
Not
and
a single
records
ounce
his reaction.
hate.
And the whole time this guy was
Not a
acting
single
like the
ounce
Michael
of
Jackson
attention
authority.
span.
Fabio
Listen.
Jackson is the definition of the nerve on this nigga.
Feel a lot of pressure to live up to like Michael's image when people see you, or is it something you just have fun with?
No, there's a lot of pressure for sure.
From who?
I'm gonna forget.
A list of names on my desk, 12 p.m. Out of anyone, I'd understand wanting to be Michael Jackson. But let me put on my glazing gloves, because Michael Jackson was something else. You can't fake MJ.
The best way to advise you is to stay where you like something, take your
We're done?
eyes up so you
We done? Yeah, we done. Alright. Alright. We're gonna shove this gigantic worm down the sausage maker. The sausage tube. It's gonna schlock it in.
Folks, and welcome back. I guess. Who's ready
Damascus.
for a mostly intact, gigantic gummy worm extravaganza?
Mostly intact.
It looks like that we lost just a little bit of the tip there. That's no problem. It's so big. Now, of course, we're no strangers to candy sausages. We've made plenty of pork and candy sausages that end up tasting just like artificial nonsense. Now, I am worried about the
Hey, you can't just say that here. You have to freaking censor that word. That word is scary. You need to censor that word in this audience.
Remainder of the beef tallow to do that. I need you all to maintain a level of maturity about this. There's nothing wrong with greasing up a giant gummy worm. Nothing strange is going on here. Okay? Alright?
Okay, there was a huge cut there. What did he do? What did he do with that stuff? What did he do with that off screen? I want to know what he was doing with it off screen. And I need to.
God! I mean, yikes, people. This one's for the books. What the heck's going on there? It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Whatever else is gonna come out of there, we've seen enough. And that's gonna be a nightmare to clean for sure.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's real sticky.
It's like.
I'm trying to figure out the best plan in order to get this into and out of the sausage.
I mean, what am I watching?
My new motto is, when in doubt, grease it up.
Oh gosh.
Greasy.
That's not.
Grease it up.
This is terrible.
Half man, half grease.
Oh, what have we done? No man should have done.
That's the gummy worm in grease water. It's looking a lot more grease than gummy worm at this point. In 3, 2, 1, let's sausage.
We have done.
It's like the 4th of July.
We have committed an atrocity.
The grease idea, though stupid, it's working. You know, I gotta assume that this will leak out if we poke it. So we'll go without the poking for now. With special thanks to today's Mark Boxalo box artist, this guy. I forgot that I was robbed of red ink last time.
Oh, that was me. Somebody subscribed. Michael Kennedy.
Mr. Sausage.
Oh gosh.
Important service announcement: not to fall in love with your Helix mattress, because after sleeping.
Oh, sorry, we can't play ads.
mattress.
Sorry, I'm not getting paid by them, so I can't play the ad. Oh no.
3 Mark Ruffalo's. Okay, here we go. It kind of looks like it's leaking already. Oh crud! It's leaking out.
Oh gosh. Oh!
It's degloving itself.
It's like an intestine.
Right out of the skin. What a catastrophic failure this is. Oh god! Get out of the pan. Oh my god!
It's Birdie.
I'm pretty sure this idea is over. I don't like it.
Oh gosh.
I don't like it. We're gonna try to salvage. No, God, we can't salvage anything. Come on, Mr. Duty. Oh my God. But interesting enough, for the first time ever, Mrs. Sausage walked in and said, "Ooh, something smells good. What are you cooking?" And then I showed her the pan. So here we go. Oh. Perhaps it was a blessing in disguise, because that's frickin' terrible.
Yeah.
If the artificial fruit flavor doesn't get you, then the smoky, beefy tallow flavor will. It's a horrible flavor combination. It tastes like cigarettes and vomit. So I guess
Oh gosh, this isn't awful.
I mean, even if it wasn't disqualified, it'd still be... Oh, it looks...
Oh gosh.
Internet, Jake here, dumb as ever.
Okay, we'll play one more.
Is
this will be the last video for today. I'm gonna be done after this. I'm gonna go to Costco.
And interesting,
yeah.
I know.
I'm gonna go
but
to
it's
Costco.
true. I've grown up loving Spider-Man comics, games, toys, whatever. Since Spider-Man is one of the most beloved and marketable superheroes,
What am I gonna get at Costco? I think I'll get eggs. No, what am I gonna do?
Even to this day, Spidey gets his own toy lines and is often featured in the Marvel Legends line. I think Marvel keeps giving him new costumes in the comics, so Hasbro can create new toys. But that's just a theory. A toy theory. Back in the day, Toy Biz was the reigning toy company that had the Marvel license. Hell, at some point they literally merged with Marvel. So it was an important toy company, and their toys really represent Marvel in the 90s and 2000s.
Another
too.
sex stream.
Hasbro's offerings today aren't too different either. They're still using the Marvel Legends brand name to this day. The one area where Hasbro completely fails, in my opinion, is the kids' toys. Back when Toy Biz was running things, kids were the primary
Why am I playing
market
Elden
for
Ring
toys.
again?
And while there were collector
Did I play Elden Ring
figures,
again?
the lion's share of Toy Biz action figures were created for kids, and either based on Marvel cartoons or
I'm just playing Elden Ring. I've never played Elden Ring. I just haven't finished it.
By Toy Biz, especially for Spider-Man, a character they seem to be able to put.
Oh, I love that one. That one's pretty good actually. I've seen that one and I wanted that one. That was like one of the toys I wanted. I don't think it was available. I think it was like a rerun. I don't know. I said it wrong.
Situation, and as long as the toy looked vaguely Spider-Man-ish, it would sell. So Toy Biz went wild with their Spider-Man toys. And today I want to take a look at the weirdest ones I could find. Mind you, to me, weird doesn't necessarily mean bad, and I think a lot of these toys are unironically cool, or at the very least, super interesting. So with that in mind, let's put on our web shooters and start looking at some weird Spider-Man toys. And if this is the type of content you enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing. It ain't extra. First, we just have to discuss the Spider-Man Adventure Hero toy line, which is easily the most ridiculous of the lines we'll discuss today. This toy line featured 10-inch Spider-Man action figures that came with different outfits. Each outfit is based on a job or activity, like Firefighter Spider-Man or Snowboarding Spider-Man.
Oh, did I burp?
These toys are so
I'm sorry.
perfectly
I'm sorry. I think I
bizarre and
burped.
toyetic. Why on earth would Spider-Man ever need rock climbing gear? Y'all know crawling on walls is like his thing, right? Common sense regarding
He
the
crawls
character
on 90
just did
degrees
not
wall.
apply to this line. Like, the concept of bungee jumping Spider-Man is so funny. He literally web swings from skyscrapers on the daily. What rush or thrill could he possibly
Did I
get
say
from
J-word?
bungee jumping? Some of the outfits are hilarious
Jumping?
as well. Each Spider-Man is dressed like a lifeguard in a cheesy 90s rom-com. I love the hat that you can put on his already masked head. These toys treat Spider-Man as if there is no Peter Parker, and that's just his face, not a mask. I also love the design on Spidey's chest. The wave design mixed with just his name Spider-Man across his chest is certainly a choice. Another great one is Skateboard Spider-Man. This Spider-Man is dressed like a
man,
background
these look
extra
awful.
in a Sum 41 music video. He comes with a bizarrely over-designed skateboard with a rocket booster or whatever. I think just a normal skateboard would have been cool too. Also, I love that his name is just Skateboard Spider-Man. Not
Skateboard
skateboarding or
Spider-Man.
skateboarder,
Totally
just skateboard.
radical.
Bro is literally giving skateboard right now. There was also an inline skate Spider-Man, which honestly has one of the cooler looking costumes from the line. It looks more like the spider armor with that silver, which is complemented
I think
nicely
it is
by the
that
blue
spider
and
armor.
orange. Still bizarre because he comes with skates as if that's a good movement option for him.
Starchild Spider-Man.
But at least they're normal skates. Speaking of good Spider-Man
Yeah, but
costumes,
I chose
Ninja
to wear the
Spider-Man is
diva.
kind of raw, I can't lie. I like the simple look of his robe. The spider symbol
wore
does
the,
feel a
what
little
was it? I wore
haphazardly
the
added,
what was
like
it called?
clip
Gosh
art
dang.
filling the space
I
on
wore
a
the diva
PowerPoint
costume instead of
presentation.
Spider-Man
But once you
onesie.
add this included
What do you
metal
think
mask,
if I wore
oh
the
boy, that
Spider-Man
is
onesie
actually
would be better in the
badass.
diva
I have no earthly
onesie?
idea
I don't know. I
what
don't
this
have the
metal
muscle
mask
mass to
has
be a
to do with
Spider-Man.
being a ninja though. You can also headcanon that this is an alternate universe Spider-Man instead of imagining Peter Parker's white ass dressing up like a ninja. Now that I think about it, you could probably pretend these are all from different universes. It would be cool if an adventure hero showed up in Spider-Verse 3, but he would have to move like an actual action figure, Lego Spider-Man style. In addition to the
Is it Lego
Extreme
Spider-Man?
Sports
Oh yeah, that's
Spider-Man,
right.
we also
Lego
have the regular
Spider-Man.
sports
Legos
versions,
don't move in a
basketball
Lego style.
Spider-Man,
They
which I
actually
guess
move
kind
very
of makes
like
sense.
differently.
I've watched plenty of media where Peter Parker plays basketball. Though again, he never wore
He
his
was
full
traveling.
Spider-Man costume. The logo on the chest kind of reminds me of Ultimate Spider-Man.
An
so that's
Evangelion
cool.
one?
Baseball
Oh.
Spider-Man is utterly ridiculous. Bro is not going to the
You have
major
to get a
leagues.
latex
And again, the
suit.
concept of wearing a hat on your already masked head is hilarious. I also like that the toy comes with this little rubber baseball. Too big for an action figure, too small for a real baseball. Why do you exist? We also have Soccer Spidey. And at this point,
It's
what
probably
do you
because they
actually
used
want me
one
to
size
say?
fits
Besides
all.
the subtle
They had
webbing
a-
on the shorts, this outfit isn't
There's
even
soccer
Spider-Man
ball,
themed.
baseball,
Finally, we
they're
have
all
the
the same
genre of
size. Why are they all the
adventure
same
series
size?
Where Spider-Man joins
Basketball.
the actual real
The basketball's not the
military,
same
like
size
Sergeant
as a
Spider-Man,
soccer
who's
ball.
wearing military
I think.
fatigues
I
and is
think like
equipped
the
with
soccer
a
ball is
water
actually a bit
gun-looking
smaller
weapon. The cowards
than
at
a
Toy
base
Biz
than
didn't
a
even give
basketball,
Spidey
and
his
a
classic
baseball is
military
way
assault
smaller than a
rifle. We
basketball.
also have Air Force Spider-Man, who just looks like Spider-Man in a pilot costume as expected, though he's a bit of a boring toy with no spider plane to fly. We also have Delta Force Spider-Man,
Delta
who looks like
Force.
he's fresh out of Vietnam, and they painted his blaster to look more like an actual gun too. This Spider-Man has killed people in combat for sure. He's seen some shit in that jungle. And finally, I have to mention Policeman Spider-Man, which is so
With the baton.
bizarre for so many reasons. Does he still deliver vigilante justice, or is it now state sanctioned? The baton is such a crazy inclusion. Can you imagine Spider-Man beating someone with a baton? I personally cannot. But let's move on from the adventure hero toy line. There were a variety of generic Spider-Man toy lines floating around during the late 90s and early 2000s. There wasn't a toy line for Spider-Man Unlimited, so Toy Biz was kind of just running wild
I'd
with the
probably be
license,
doing
doing whatever.
I still need
There
to
were
do
several
my,
lines that had generic names
my
like
booty shorts,
Spider-Man,
not booty
Amazing
shorts stream.
Spider-Man,
What is it called?
and
The
Spider-Man Classics.
the
So I'm just going to talk
the
about
legging
them as a
stream. I
group.
need to do
grew
my
up
legging
seeing these
try on
toys all
stream
the time in
because we
magazines
lost the
and
original
comic book ads,
recording,
so some
so
are
I need to
pretty
re-up.
nostalgic
I
to
need to
me.
like make a
this
new
clear
stream where
plastic
like we're
Venom,
just
who
we're
looks
just
awesome.
recording
Like, the
me
sculpt is
trying on
amazing, and the cloudy
leggings.
clear plastic is just a cool effect. This is apparently meant to be stealth Venom. He very much reminds me of Anti-Venom.
Yeah, it
Though
looks
that
like
character
Anti-Venom.
didn't exist in 2006 when the toy came out, but he
Yeah.
did first appear 2 years later in 2008. So who knows, maybe this toy was the inspiration for Anti-Venom. Being a Spider-Man toy line, there were
Ooh.
plenty of weird variants of Spidey, like this one that has a bionicle Rotuka spinner backpack. Or Sneak
Rotuka.
Attack Spider-Man, who is wearing some really cool armor. The most iconic toy from the Amazing Spider-Man line is probably Spider-Hulk, which appears to be Peter Parker irradiated by Gamma. This figure is just so random, but also pretty
Well,
cool.
the thing is,
I like the fact that
Spider-Man's
his
already
costume is mostly
irradiated
intact.
because
It makes for a
he
really
shoots out
unique-looking
radiated
toy
goo.
instead of just Hulk with ripped up
Get it?
Spider-Man
Radiated
pants or
goo.
something. There were also
He shoots out
vehicles for
radiated
Spider-Man
spider
to
webs.
drive around. I
Sorry,
actually
I'm
can't
like
think of
pulling out
anything
a
more
screwdriver.
useless to Spider-Man than a car, but boy oh boy,
Yeah, my
he
chair
has
is
one.
falling
Though
apart.
the
I need to
implication that the
re-screw it
car can
together.
drive on walls is kind of fun. I also like the Spider-Man helicopter. I think it's cool because you could equip it with one of the Spider-Man web canisters, and you could use it as a blaster, which is pretty fun. My favorite vehicle is this Venomized motorcycle, mostly because it vaguely reminds me of Kamen Rider. Spider-Man Classics was a line
And
that
also,
seemed more in line
Spider-Man
with the
was the
Marvel
original
Legends,
Kamen Rider.
featuring characters
Have I
higher
lost weight?
articulation and
Weight?
better
I think I
sculpting.
have
These
actually,
toy
but I think it was
designers
like
went
muscle
wild
weight
with some
sadly.
of the sculpts. This mid-transformation Venom is crazy looking. The face is wild. You can barely see Eddie's face under a screaming symbiote complete with a long tongue and yellow teeth.
Oh, I
He also
see
has a
it.
really cool
Oh, that's
display
that,
base.
that's
I
pretty
don't
awesome.
know what beef he has with the Vault Guardsmen, but Venom beat his ass. Another insane figure is Man Spider, aka Peter Parker when his spider mutation gets out of control. There's a big rumor that Man Spider will appear in the next Spider-Man movie, which would be kind of crazy. Hopefully his transformation sequence looks something like this. Pure body horror. I love that he doesn't seem to be fully transformed, with his human eye and lower jaw still visible, and some of his fingers are skin colored while his lower arms
Actually,
seem to be
I'm messing this up.
mid-mutation
Hold on.
as
I need-
well. Since it was a cartoon, I never really thought about how horrific Man Spider really is, but it truly is just the Fly, but it happens to Peter Parker. The line just called Spider-Man went in some really weird directions.
Spider.
We got the Da Vinci Flying
Spider
Machine
Hulk?
Spider-Man, as well as Daredevil with a little tank that becomes armor. This one's a real head scratcher for me. They were really just doing whatever with these toys, I guess. We have a lizard figure
I remember
where he's
that
strapped
episode.
into
I've seen it a couple of
contraption.
times.
It
Like
looks hilarious. Why does a lizard need a steamroller and
spider
a drill?
monster? The
Web
thing?
Commando Spider-Man unironically looks cool as hell to me. He reminds me of that evil Spider-Man from the Madam Web movie. It looks like he has barbed wire in the place of webs, and there's just no blue on his costume.
Sorry, I'm still fixing the chair.
There were some Spider-Man mech suits from the Armor Force subline. My favorite is a Sea Power suit, mostly because of this Frutiger Arrow-ass Spider-Man. He just looks really refreshing.
Frutiger
The
Arrow.
weirdest of these toys come from the
There we go, I fixed
Arachnophobia
it. Alright, there we
subline,
go.
which has some of the most bizarre characters.
I don't know how to
created
armrest,
for a
like,
toy
keep
line.
unscrewing
First of all, we
themselves.
have Vampire, who is Venom after contracting the vampire curse from Morbius. He's red and devilish.
This room is so
Though a
small, I
closer
can
look at
like
his
just
sculpt
reach
makes it
over
look
to
like
get my
he's missing
toolbox.
his flesh and is made of raw muscle. It's pretty disgusting.
Also, it's a
There was
tiny
also
toolbox. I don't have a big
Man-Lizard,
one.
A character that had me scratching my head until I read the box, which reveals that this is Peter after Dr. Connors tries to help him stop becoming Man Spider. But oops, that goofball accidentally mixes in lizard DNA, creating a man-spider-lizard hybrid. I can kind of see that. He's all green but has spider mandibles, and his hands appear to be living spider heads, with 8 eyes and mandibles on each arm. His long tail reveals an extra spider head at the end of it, which is just gross. Truly an abomination. Though the name Man-Lizard should be more like Man-Spider-Lizard, but whatever. My favorite toy from this line is Spider Goblin, which appears to be the Green Goblin dressed as Spider-Man, though according to the back of the box, this creature is actually the merged form of Hobgoblin and Spider-Man. Peter really can't go one day without a genetic nightmare happening to him.
Disturbing. This stuff
Despite
is
the weird
truly,
lore, I really
truly
like this
disturbing,
design.
but they
It's
are
cool
pretty
and
cool.
strange in a particular
Cool in an
way I
idea
like,
way,
but
I
am
just
unsure
think
how to describe.
disturbing
I guess he
in
kind
like
of
the
just has the
lore
vibe
way.
that he would appear in Spawn, and I like that vibe. Okay, let's move out of the realm of body horror just for a little bit, don't worry. And let's talk about a goofier line of toys, the Web Splashers, which is a line of action figures that featured little inflatable floaties for the pool. I'm not gonna lie, while they're weird as hell, I kind of love this concept. They do seem like actual fun toys to play with, specifically in the pool. Doc Ock got a great design, turning him into a bit of a Cyclops. And peep that
Cyclops,
octopus
octopus.
logo on his belt. It kinda looks bad, but he's experimenting with his look, okay? His floaty is a little octopus with a removable dome, which is kind of adorable. And there was a Spider-Man figure that had a similar floaty. There's something so
Little
silly and
floaties.
fun about this line. There were quite a few Spider-Man
My mother
figures,
used to
as
give me
one would
floaties,
expect.
but
My favorite is the one that comes
my
with a
arms are
river
too
raft.
small for
The
floaties,
idea
so
of
she
sending
needed to
him
put
down
a life
stream is just too
vest
fun.
on
This
me.
flame attack Spider-Man is kind of bizarre.
And also, like, I
It
still
looks
don't know
like
how to
Spidey
swim.
caught on fire, or he borrowed a swimsuit from
I'm tall enough
Firestar's
not to sink
wardrobe.
into the
Venom is
5
randomly
foot
made out of
on the
water.
5 foot
No
side,
clue why, but he
or
comes
like
with this
3
cool
inches
Venom
just enough
Hydra
where like I
floaty.
can start
There was
jumping.
also a second Venom figure where he's all green
W
and strange
Patreon.
looking, but his floaty is a venomized orca whale, which I love.
I can
Carnage
just like
also
jump
got
up
a
on the
toy, though
like
he's
I'm on the
unique because
I think like the
floaty was
lowest height
integrated
for
into his
pools is like
body.
5
There were
feet, so
also
I could
some
just jump up a little
vehicle
bit.
sets. The coolest one to me is this Venom vehicle. Venom is green once again, but he's got giant claw hands, which is awesome. And his jet ski vehicle looks so cool. It reminds me of a Hot Wheels Attack Pack toy. And Venom also comes with this dome helmet thing that just looks kind of interesting to me. The big playset of the line was this Web Splasher playset.
Yeah,
A
those
multi-level
floaties,
boat
the little
type of
floaties floaties they
It
put on
looks
my
like a lot
arms
of
were
fun
like
to
just
me.
too small
Playing
for
in the
me.
pool in
And like
1997 was probably lit as hell because of these toys. In this last section, we'll be covering some
like the bigger floaties I just couldn't fit in because they were too big.
Ran for a really long time.
So they needed to get a
some
life
really
vest
silly
on me to not,
Let's
so I
start with
wouldn't
the
sink.
Vampire Wars
I did sink a couple of
which was all
times.
about Blade and Morbius.
My mom had to pull me out of the
Spider-Man got an
water.
anti-vampire
Dang it.
costume. I'm not
He's
sure
dying
what's
again.
anti-vampire about
Pulls
it
me out of the
exactly.
water.
It looks like he got caught in a giant doohickey and now it's stuck on his head. But don't worry, if this isn't enough body horror for you, we have that covered with the Vampire Spider-Man, another genetic nightmare.
Oh my
Toy
gosh,
Biz
why is there a vampire
loves
one?
Turning Peter into a mutated
Why
abomination.
does he look like that
It was
specifically?
their
Why does he have
favorite
like the
pastime.
four-arm
This version of Spider-Man is sporting long arms and chicken legs. I'm gonna be honest, I don't get a huge vampire vibe from him in general. He also looks really goofy from the side. Morbius looks like such a Chad compared to Peter. Instead of weird and awkward, Morbius just got buff. And he's got quite the lion's mane of hair as well. Along with Vampire Wars, we had Techno Wars. All types of wars going on. This line is kind
Probably
of
never
random,
left the
nothing
shallows.
too crazy,
Yeah,
but I think this
yeah.
hypertext
I don't like
Spider-Man
swimming
is
too
a
much. I
little
don't like
bizarre.
water.
It's mostly normal Spider-Man, but he's got pumps on. It also featured a pretty cool Doc Ock who has a bunch of robot parts strapped to him.
Ooh.
I dig the goofy helmet. He looks like a robot from the 60s.
He looks
Finally,
like
we have an
Tornado.
offshoot of the Spider-Man
You know
line
Tornado?
all about
Tornado
Venom,
was,
called Planet of the Symbiotes. I was obsessed with looking at these toys online when I was a kid. I thought they were so cool. I love all the unique symbiotes introduced. My favorite
I know
is
that one. That
Hybrid.
one was
I just
actually
think it
in
looks awesome,
the
and I love that
symbiote
color.
movie,
But the
the
weirdest
last
one
one.
of the bunch was always Venom the Madness, a wild version of Venom that has a bunch of little extra Venom heads and
I think that
arms.
one was also
Venom
in the
also
movie.
has little tongues coming out of his hands, which is gross. They also made this green version, which I love for some reason. He just looks radioactive. Toy Biz was just obsessed
I think
with
that one's
making
also in
Venom
the movie.
green. I have no idea why. As a final mention, I also wanted to point out this figure from another Venom line called
Oh, is that the
Spider.
Oh my
This
gosh,
Venom
that is
the
awesome.
Symbiote, aka Venom without Eddie Brock. And I absolutely love the look of this design. He's like a Jersey Devil Venom or something.
Oh,
he
yeah,
looks
yeah.
straight out of the Spawn universe, which makes sense to me. I love this era where Toy Biz was just putting out insanely metal or weird stuff to capture kids' attention. From vampires to lizards to robots, Spider-Man had a lot of weird toys. Mostly where he gets horrifically mutated. But hey, you got to play baseball too or whatever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you'd like to
showing us all these cool toys. Alright, anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. I think I have to go brush my teeth. I feel like my teeth on my right side are like starting to decay or something. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't like that. Anyway, I think I'll go. I think I'm gonna go to Costco after this. Summer breeze could knock me over. It almost did yesterday. It's like very windy today. It's very windy. Actually, yesterday was very windy. Today it's very cold. I don't know if it's still windy. Let me look outside. Yeah, I don't think it's windy. I don't know. I don't see anything. I don't see any wind going on. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some rad video games. You know, rad the movie. Go to the dentist. I haven't gone to a dentist in years. Like 6 months. Anyway, in years. Anyway, I'm gonna go brush my teeth. I think that you can do pretty well with cavities, just like fixing them by if you detect them fast enough. You just brush your teeth. Anyway, I'll go. Oh my gosh, my freaking mic stand was falling off. No! Get on there. Stay on the thing. Oh my gosh, this poor mic stand. I'm gonna have to replace this thing. Oh my gosh. I need a bigger mic stand, one that's like more stable. This one just does not want to clamp on. Get on there. Got it. Okay, there we go. There. Are you on? I don't know if it's on actually. Is it on? I think. Okay, bye everyone. I think it's breaking actually. Just put it. There we go. Okay, bye everyone. Bye.